Hello, and you're very welcome along to this masterclass, which is all about how to make a winter-ready aromatherapy kit. So you'll learn how to make a beautiful kit which will help to protect you against colds, flu, respiratory conditions in general, to nourish your skin and to boost your immune system. The recipes I'm going to cover are quick, easy, natural, low cost, and of course very effective. We will look at how to use essential oils safely, 4 effective ways to prevent and ease respiratory conditions, a really powerful and simple tummy bug zapper, a lovely sugar scrub and moisturiser for glowing, moisturised, nourished skin, a lip balm to prevent those chapped lips, bleeding lips, etc. And a lovely Christmas blend that you can use at home or in your therapy room. You don't need to worry about taking notes, because at the end of this masterclass I'm going to give you the ebook version of these slides, so you can quickly look up the recipes, refresh yourself, etc. And if you're interested in knowing more about essential oils, taking a deep dive, becoming an aromatherapist, I'm also going to share a bit about a course I offer, plus some fantastic bonuses that are only available for a short time. A little bit about me if you don't know me. My name is Jenny. Hello. I've been an aromatherapist and a holistic therapist and tutor since 1997. I owned and ran a holistic centre and college. I'm an author of a book called A Step-by-Step Guide to Aromatherapy for Common Ailments. I host the Aromatherapy Business Podcast, and I've trained over 150 practicing successful aromatherapists. I've run online and in-person training on aromatherapy, reflexology and business building. So before we start using essential oils, just in case you're not familiar with them, don't take essential oils by mouth. You'll find lots of information out there all over Facebook, social media, telling you it's safe to take them by mouth. It really isn't. There can be very severe results by taking essential oils by mouth. Don't use them undiluted on the skin. You have to mix them first in something like a vegetable oil, shampoo, flower water, etc. And in the recipes coming up, I'll share some of those with you. Don't let them come into contact with eyes. So if you're using essential oils around the face, keep them away from the eyes. If they ever do get into eyes, the first thing you do is try and flush them out with plenty of water. If that doesn't work, you then try and flush them out with a vegetable oil. And the reason for that is that sometimes the sheer volume of the water can help to remove any essential oils. But if that doesn't work, you need to use something that they will dissolve in, and that's where your vegetable oil comes in. So how much of an essential oil would you use for the substance that you're going to mix it in? You would use a 1% blend. That means 1 drop of essential oil per teaspoon of a carrier or whatever you're going to mix it in. So a teaspoon of vegetable oil, liquid soap, etc. You would use a 1% blend for facial treatments for children who are between the ages of 1 year old and 12 years old, for pregnant women, and for elderly or frail people. And for other people, you would use a 2% blend. A 2% blend is 2 drops of essential oil in a teaspoon of whatever carrier or mixer you're going to use. And that would be for anyone who's over the age of 12, who isn't pregnant, and who doesn't have sensitive skin. And just a little note here, if you're going to use essential oils for a child who is under the age of 1 year old, there are lower dilutions. I won't go into it in this, but just be aware of that. And that's one of the things that I cover more in depth in the aromatherapy course, which I will explain to you a little bit later on. So, 4 easy and effective ways to care for your respiratory system. So, preventing those nasty colds and flu and helping to ease the symptoms if you do get something. We're going to look at steam inhalations, aromatherapy inhalers, using essential oils on the feet. So if you're a reflexologist, you'd be nodding along going, oh yeah, absolutely. And if you're not, you probably go, on the feet? Really? I'll explain that shortly. And I'll explain how to use essential oils in burners and diffusers to help prevent those nasty infections that are going around this time of year. So 3 essential oils that are very powerful for the respiratory system. Eucalyptus. Eucalyptus, I say eucalyptus ticks all the respiratory boxes because it kind of deals with all the symptoms. It's pain killing, it's anti-inflammatory, it's antispasmodic, it's expectorant, it's mucolytic, it's antiviral, it boosts the immune system. And I forgot to list it there, but it's also antibacterial. So it's going to deal with the causes of respiratory infection, so antiviral and antibacterial, and it's going to deal with practically every symptom that you get from respiratory ailments. Pain, inflammation in the lungs, the spasms that causes coughs. It's going to help to expel excess mucus because it's expectorant and it's mucolytic. Wonderful oil. Basil is a very powerful oil. It's antiseptic, it's analgesic, which is pain killing, it's antispasmodic, so again, it will help to ease coughs. It's prophylactic, so it destroys airborne bacteria and viruses. It's very warming. It's cephalic, which means it will clear the head, whether that will clear the congestion of sinusitis or just clear your head to help you focus. Basil is great for that. It's also a very powerful antiviral oil. Benzoin is a beautiful oil, and if you smelled benzoin, you wouldn't particularly think of it as being very powerful. It doesn't smell like it's pain killing. It smells lovely and calming and relaxing, and it is all of those things, but it is also expectorant, so it helps to clear the airways of excess mucus. Very, very, very powerful painkiller. It's a vulnerary, which means it helps heal wounds, and it's very warming. And warming in the sense that it's going to help to bring more blood to an area, and increase circulation in an area will help to bring nutrients and take away waste, therefore speed up healing. So benzoin, another beautiful oil for respiratory conditions. Benzoin not really relates to respiratory conditions, is also very calming, sedative and grounding. So to make a blend with those oils, you would need a dark glass bottle and a vegetable oil such as extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is a fantastic oil because it's anti-inflammatory and it's pain killing even by itself. So your dark glass bottle, vegetable oil and essential oils. To make it, and the blend I'm explaining to you here, is for anyone who is over 12, who doesn't have sensitive skin and who isn't pregnant or anyway frail or convalescent. You would use 7.5 ml of extra virgin olive oil, and that is 1.5 teaspoons. And to that you would add 1 drop each of eucalyptus, benzoin and basil. For anyone who is elderly, has sensitive skin, pregnant women, children over 1 and under 12, you would use 15 ml of extra virgin olive oil. So you're using the same amount of essential oils, but you would double the vegetable oil, so it just makes the blend less strong. How to use that? There's a couple of ways of using it. You can use old-fashioned inhalations, and they are very, very effective. So what you do is you get a basin or a bowl and you fill it with hot water, as hot as you can comfortably stand. So you don't obviously want to scald yourself, but you want it to be hot. And what you can do is take a capful of the blend that I've just shown you how to make and add that to the basin. Don't be tempted to add more. If you add too many essential oils, too many drops of essential oil, it just becomes very overpowering and unbearable. So a capful of the mixture is great. And then you cover your head with a towel and you inhale, coming up for air as you need to. Or if you prefer, you can just use the essential oils without making the blend. And if you're doing that, you would add 1 drop of eucalyptus, 1 drop of basil and 1 drop of benzoin. So I wouldn't be tempted to use more. You could always try it, and if you found that you could take a bit more, you could do it, but that 3 drops is going to be loads for most people. Another way I find really handy is an aromatherapy inhaler, and you can get these on Amazon and I'm sure other places too. And what you would do, the inhaler, first of all, you have inside the inhaler, you have a little cotton pad. And you put the oil on the pad and then put the pad back inside the inhaler and just screw the lid closed. It's actually very simple to use. So you would add 20 drops of essential oil in total to the pad of the inhaler. That would be 8 drops of eucalyptus, 8 drops of benzoin and 4 drops of basil if you're using the recipe that we just talked about. You might think that 20 drops is an awful lot, but the fact is you're only inhaling from the tip of the inhaler. You're not getting the full power of the 20 drops of essential oils. The inhaler is going to last for 3 months at least. Just keep it away from light and heat. In a drawer or a press is fine. You don't insert the inhaler in the nostril, although it looks like you do. It looks like a Vicks inhaler. You just waft it under the nose as required, at least twice a day for a couple of minutes, more if you can. The inhalers are so simple and so effective to use, not just for respiratory conditions, but also for stress, anxiety, for headaches. Really, really good. You can also apply the blend of oils that we made to the feet. And as I said before, reflexologists will be going, oh yes, absolutely. You apply the blend, the chest foot that we made, to the feet, paying particular attention to the balls of the feet, at least twice daily. The balls of the feet symbolise the lungs, so they are the reflex points for the lungs when you're doing a reflexology treatment. And a lot of people find it's more effective to put the blend of essential oils onto the balls of the feet than it is to put it on the chest. I actually put it on both just to cover everything, get the best possible result. But yeah, it's really interesting. Using essential oils in a burner or diffuser is a great way to get them into the air, and it's a great way to prevent the spread of a respiratory condition. And also having the oils in your system will make it less likely for someone to succumb to it in the first place. So what you could do is add 1 drop each of eucalyptus, basil and benzoin to the water in the well of the burner. So you can see there's a little candle, and above that you'll find like a little hollowed out well where you put water and essential oils. So fill the well with water and add the oils to it. Diffusers, fairly simple, but they're a little bit different. Each one is a little bit different depending on the manufacturer, so just check the manufacturer's directions for the diffusers. Cautions to the oils I've been talking about. Don't use basil for pregnant women, for anyone who has high blood pressure, or for children who are under the age of 12. And also, I wouldn't use basil for anyone who has sensitive skin. Tummy bug zapper. So this is the time of year when we tend to get tummy bugs, and they can be pretty nasty. So tummy bug zapper I'm going to share with you will help to fight infection, reduce nausea, and reduce those horrible cramps you get with it. So how would you make the blend for a tummy bug? You would use 2 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil, 2 drops of lavender, and 2 drops of eucalyptus. You mix the ingredients together and you store them in a dark glass or ceramic container and keep it away from light and heat, and then massage into the tummy. It's a really good blend to use for someone who has a severe tummy bug, or for someone who feels something coming on, because it can often stop an infection in its tracks. This blend is for an adult who is over the age of 12, who isn't pregnant and doesn't have sensitive skin. For anyone else, you would double the amount of vegetable oil. So you would use 4 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil with 2 drops of lavender and 2 drops of eucalyptus. Okay, so far we have covered quite a bit. We looked at how to use essential oils, using essential oils for respiratory conditions, and the tummy bug zapper. And I always think it's really good when I'm doing a masterclass like this to kind of do a quick recap, and then you can see if you can answer a couple of questions, because it's just a great way to cement the knowledge. It's a bit of fun as well. So, question time. Can you name 3 things you should not do with essential oils? Can you give 4 ways you can use essential oils to prevent and ease colds and flu? And can you name 2 essential oils that are very effective for tummy bugs? So I'm not going to move on right away. I'm going to give you in just a minute to see can you remember. And whenever you're ready. Okay, and the answers are 3 things you should not do with essential oils. Don't take them by mouth, no matter what you hear. Don't use them undiluted on the skin. They have to be mixed in something first, like a vegetable oil, a cream, etc. Don't use them very close to the eyes. You don't want essential oils getting in the eyes. Question 2. Can you give 4 ways you can use essential oils to prevent and ease colds and flu? Burners or diffusers. They get the essential oils into the air and they reduce the risk of infection and its spreading as well. Steam inhalations, the old-fashioned steam inhalations, the basin of water with the towel over the head. Do be careful using that with small, actually I wouldn't use that with small children, just be really careful. And you can use aromatherapy inhalers, and you can use them on the feet. Very, very effective on the feet, particularly focusing on the balls of the feet. Can you name 2 essential oils that are very effective for tummy bugs? And that would be lavender and eucalyptus. Lavender and eucalyptus is absolutely an amazing blend for so many different things, but I won't go into them all now. I will be here all day. So, sugar scrub. This is such a simple thing to make, and it leaves your skin feeling absolutely beautiful. Sugar is a very gentle exfoliant, great for getting rid of dead skin cells, and it's a lovely moisturiser. So very good for you when you use it on the skin, but unfortunately not so good when you take it inside. Olive oil, and particularly extra virgin olive oil, it balances sebum, which is the skin's natural oil, and it's also a fantastic cleanser, great for inflammation as well. Lemon is fantastic for getting rid of dead skin cells. Lavender balances sebum, and it's a very good moisturiser. To make it, it's so simple to make. If you go into a spa, you would pay a fortune for a sugar scrub treatment, but you can do it yourself in your therapy room. It's going to cost you buttons. So sugar scrub, it reduces hard skin and it moisturises the feet. You can use it in any part of the body. I'm just suggesting the feet for now. You will need 4 dessert spoons of caster sugar, because the granulated sugar is a bit harsh and scratchy, and the brown sugar goes a little bit gloopy, and the icing sugar also goes gloopy. I find caster sugar is ideal. You have enough extra virgin olive oil to cover the sugar, so the sugar is completely covered. Then you have 2 drops of lemon essential oil, 2 drops of lavender essential oil. Put all your ingredients into a bowl, mix them well with a spoon, and store them in a dark glass or ceramic container. It's just that the essential oils can oxidize if they're stored in plastic or if they're stored in light. The aromatherapy inhaler I mentioned earlier is an exception to the rule, because the plastic used in the aromatherapy inhalers is specially treated. So how would you use this? You can massage into your feet, as I've just said, and then cover your feet with socks. Leave it on overnight. Take your socks off when you're already in the shower. Otherwise you have very oily feet and there's a danger of slipping. And then wash your feet in the shower as normal. You can also use this as an all-over body scrub. Just apply it, massage it all anywhere into your body that you can comfortably reach and rinse it off. It feels gorgeous. For your clients, how would you use this for your clients? If I can move that, yeah. You could offer a sugar foot or hand scrub with a massage or reflexology, and quite a lot of my students will do that, and they will either raise their prices, so they're including sugar scrub and their prices go up, or they give this as an option extra. So you can have your reflexology or your massage, and then for an extra maybe €5–10 you include a sugar scrub. You can also make the sugar scrub, put it into a fancy jar, and you can get like the likes of Tiger. You can get very fancy jars that are very low price. Put the sugar scrub into a fancy jar and sell it to your clients. You can also use it as part of a reward and a referral scheme. So instead of the normal, you get one treatment free after 6, you could offer a sugar scrub treatment and a take-home sugar scrub. And you could also offer to people who introduce new clients. So when your friend is referred by you, both you and your friend will get a sugar scrub treatment that is nourishing, moisturising and deeply relaxing, and you will also get a sugar scrub to take home. I find something like that for referral schemes is great, because people will mean to kind of tell their friends about you, but the chances are they're going to forget because life is busy. But something like this will make them think, oh, I really want to remember that because I would love to have that sugar scrub, and I'd love to be able to offer it to Mary as well. So a nourishing moisturiser for dry skin. If you use this just after the sugar scrub, combination is absolutely gorgeous. Skin smells amazing and the skin feels amazing. Sugar scrub on its own is great, but this is just even better. So you will need 6 teaspoons of a non-perfumed cream. I would recommend something like aqueous lotion, Silcox base or emulsifying ointments, which you can get in most chemists. And then you would also use 2 drops of lavender essential oil, 2 drops of chamomile essential oil and 2 drops of geranium essential oil. And you would need again some kind of dark glass or ceramic container with a wide neck, because it's obviously you need to get it out. And all you do is mix the ingredients really well, ensuring that the essential oil is completely covered by the cream. And then you can apply daily, or as required, I would suggest at least daily. So why am I using those particular oils in the daily moisturiser? Lavender, as I mentioned before, it balances sebum and it also balances the mood. So any product you're making with essential oils is not just for the physical condition. The effects on the mood can be profound. Chamomile is anti-inflammatory and it's really good for dry skin. It's also calming and soothing. I would recommend that you use Roman chamomile. German chamomile is more anti-inflammatory, but it also has a very, very powerful aroma and a lot of people don't like it. Geranium balances sebum and it lifts the mood. Geranium is also a particularly powerful hormone balancer, so it's great for any anxiety or mood swings around PMT, menopause, etc. And just look at the cautions. Don't use lavender, chamomile or geranium for pregnant women. There's an outside chance that it could bring on a miscarriage. I think it's very unlikely, but I'd always advise anyone to err on the side of caution when using essential oils. And a lip balm. A lot of people get chapped lips in winter, and my lips used to get so chapped that they would bleed. It was so uncomfortable. So what you do, you place a container with 1 teaspoon of non-fractionated, which is solid coconut oil, in a larger container of warm water so you can melt it. So maybe in a small egg cup, and put a small egg cup into a bowl of warm water, making sure the water isn't going to go into the smaller container, and just allow it to melt. It can take a while. If you tend to have dry lips or chapped lips, you could add 1 drop of benzoin essential oil to the coconut oil. If you tend to get cold sores, you could add 1 drop of lemon essential oil. You could also add, or instead, you could use lavender. So lemon or lavender are really, really good for cold sores. They're actually a lot better than tea tree. Tea tree is talked about as being the be-all and the end-all antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, and it is. But tea tree is, to my mind, a kind of a jack of all trades. So it's pretty good at a lot of things. But lemon and lavender are a lot more powerful for cold sores. So once you've chosen your essential oils, added it to the coconut oil, allow the coconut oil to solidify again. Don't use lemon essential oil within 48 hours before going out in bright sunlight, or using a sunbed. What am I doing? I just want to add a little note about coconut oil. You can buy coconut oil in the likes of Holland & Barrett. And it's usually in a very small container. It's usually very expensive, and it's usually not extra virgin, and it's usually not cold pressed. You can also buy coconut oil in your local supermarket, which is a fraction of the price, and usually it's extra virgin and cold pressed, which is a superior quality. Most people think that, I wouldn't buy an oil in a supermarket for a beauty product or a healthcare product. But actually, the oils you buy in a supermarket are often better, because the oils that you take internally have to be of very good quality. And people who make natural skincare products say that if you can't eat it, you shouldn't put it on your skin, because it's going to go through into your system anyway. So, bit of a tangent there, but you get superior coconut oil for a much lower price in your local supermarket than you do from, as I say, the likes of Holland & Barrett. Now, the Christmas blend. I love this Christmas blend. In the Christmas blend, I use orange, cypress and cinnamon. Orange provokes a positive outlook. It really lifts the mood. It's great for lethargy. If you feel, I can't be bothered doing that and I know I need to do it. It just gets you up and gets the job done before you know you've started hardly. Cypress, beautiful oil. I call it blood, sweat and tears, because it's great for excess blood, as in during your period. It's great for excess sweat, as in during the menopause. And it's great for tears, and by tears I mean any kind of transition, bereavement, or anything new happening in life. Cinnamon is beautiful. It's spicy and it's fragrant, and it's also very good for killing airborne bacteria. So you have cinnamon floating around the room, and you're less likely to get those nasty respiratory infections that we talked about earlier on. So orange, positivity, uplifting and motivating. Orange provokes a positive outlook. It controls palpitations. It also stimulates the immune system. So don't use orange directly on skin within 48 hours before going out in bright sunlight or using a sunbed, because any of the citrus oils in bright sunlight or a sunbed can cause burns. Cypress, blood, sweat and tears. Beautiful, woody, calming aroma. Absolutely lovely for Christmas. It's calming, it relieves anxiety, it nourishes the respiratory system. Don't use cypress during pregnancy. Again, a very small chance it can cause any harm, but always better to err on the side of caution. The essential oils are so versatile that if one oil that you like doesn't suit, you'll find another one that will. Cinnamon, warm and spicy, and I'm sure you know what cinnamon smells like. Warm and spicy, it's uplifting, it's also very powerful antiviral. Avoid cinnamon during pregnancy, and don't use on the skin for anyone who has sensitive skin, even if it's diluted. It's one of the ones you need to be particularly careful of. There are several ways of using this blend around Christmas. You can use it in a burner or diffuser. If you're using it in a burner, fill the well at the top of the burner with water and add 1 drop of each essential oil. That would be orange, cypress and cinnamon. You can also use it in a diffuser, and again, as I said before, just follow the manufacturer's instructions when you're going to use it in a diffuser. You can also use it to send your business cards, your Christmas cards, your vouchers, etc. All you need to do is put your stationery into a plastic bag, add a few drops of each oil to some cotton wool balls and put them in the bag with the stationery. Then leave the bag closed for a week if you can, but even a day or two would make a difference. When you open the bag, oh my God, the smell is divine. And then when you're handing out your business cards, people are enjoying the smell, your vouchers, etc. And smell is so powerful. So if they associate that business card with the beautiful aroma with you, it does encourage them to rebook. So this is all kind of subconscious things going on, but it really does help. So let's check what we know. I always find asking yourself questions while you're learning something really helps you to cement the knowledge and the information. How does sugar benefit the skin when you take it, when you put it on the skin, not internally, unfortunately? How does geranium benefit the skin? And when would you not use lavender? Just give you a second there just to see kind of come up with the answers, and if you can't, it's no problem. I always find that if you're asked a question and you can't remember the answer, that when you do get the answer, it sticks in your head so much more than if I just told you the answer. So, how did you do? How does sugar benefit the skin? It's moisturising and it's exfoliating. How does geranium benefit the skin? It balances sebum. So if your skin is too oily, it'll make it less oily. If it's too dry, it'll make it less dry. And can you give a caution for lavender, or when should you not use lavender? And that will be for anyone who's pregnant. And again, there's a very small chance of it actually causing any harm, but I would much rather err on the side of caution. So if you like what you learned and you see how easy it is to make these products, and that is what it is, when you can use essential oils and you understand them on a deep level, you can come up with a blend, a recipe for practically anything, and it is effective, gentle, powerful. Results are amazing. So if you would like to look at that a bit further, I'm just going to talk briefly about my Aromatherapy Diploma course, and then I will give you the information about getting the ebook. So the Aromatherapy Wellness Professional course, you can become an aromatherapist in as little as 3 months. Now it does depend on how much time you have. So if you're working at it full time, people have done it in 3 months. But at the same time, there is no rush. Some people take a year, some people take longer, and that's fine as well. Module 1 is 41 essential oils, which we cover on a very deep level. So here's what one of my students, Michelle, has said about the course. Jenny is a fantastic teacher. I've gained so much from studying here at Essentials Holistic Centre. My training has gone from strength to strength. I've completed several courses with Jenny. She is a lady who is on fire as she teaches and shares her fabulous skills and extensive knowledge with us all. She never misses a beat. Thank you very much, Michelle. Module 2 is studying the carrier oils or natural vegetable oils. I used to think that natural vegetable oils were just something that you use to carry essential oils into the skin, but they have so much power of their own. They can help to ease pain, they can help skin conditions, they can balance hormones, they can help to fight infections, they can be amazing. And we go into those as well in a deep level. In Module 3, you learn a beautiful aromatherapy facial massage that you can use as part of luxurious 90-minute treatment. So just adding the facial on to a full body massage or onto a reflexology treatment or whatever other treatment that you might offer. Or you can offer it as a special. It's a fantastic way to boost your income and really help your clients. And it's going to cost you very little in terms of time or money. Module 4, we look at how to treat with essential oils without massage. A lot of people already have massage, and then there's other people who actually don't want to do massage, so you have a lot of options. We look at diffusers, perfumes, chest rubs, bath oils, and lots more. Module 5, very important, how to give a professional and friendly consultation, and how to choose your oils the client needs for physical and emotional well-being. And for that, I have an extra little bonus, which I don't have included in the slides. It is the Aromatherapy Instant Recipe Finder. So it's a little resource that I made. You can open it up on your tablet, on your phone, your computer. You just click on the ailment that you want, and then you get a suggested recipe. You get the contraindications to the recipe. You get alternate oils you might use, carrier oils, and methods of use. So it's a really handy thing to have. If you're sitting with a client and you're trying to think, oh, maybe I could use more oils for that, or my mind's gone a bit blank, it would look perfectly fine to say, I'm just going to check some recipes for the condition that you want me to help you with. Tessa did my course a couple of years ago, and she says, are you considering taking the aromatherapy course with Jenny? Do it. I have done several courses and workshops with Jenny, and they were all amazing experiences. Studying with Jenny is so much more than learning another skill. Jenny brings so much personal, interesting knowledge and fun to the courses. She makes you feel confident in your own capabilities and instills a real passion for anything holistic. So thank you very much, Tessa, for those lovely words. But yeah, the whole purpose of my teaching is to not just teach you the facts, but make you feel confident in your abilities and confident to learn more therapies, more techniques. Module 6, Subtle Aromatherapy. Learn how essential oils speak to us. And by that I mean when you get a sense for an essential oil that you should use, and sometimes that's not actually based on the practical knowledge that you have, you get a feeling that you should use a certain oil. And if there's no contraindications to that oil, I would include that oil in the blend, and I find that 99 times out of 100 the client will turn around and say, oh, I forgot to tell you, I also feel like this, and the oil you have chosen is addressing that issue that you weren't consciously aware that you had. We look at how to use them in healing treatments and how and why to charge your blends. And charging your blend is just energizing your blend, putting good thoughts, good vibes into it, and how that is so important. I wouldn't have believed how important it was like when I started training as an aromatherapist, but it really is. Aromachemisry. Learning about the chemistry in essential oils just leaves most students cold, and they're getting this massive tide of information that is not all that relevant. The names of the chemicals in the oils that you use on its own doesn't do anything for you. Like, who actually cares if there are a lot of esters and benzene when you don't even know what esters are? But I learned aromachemisry properly from a lovely lady called Rhiannon Lewis, and she brought it to life and she made it so practical and so interesting. And the results that I've been getting ever since, by considering the chemical as well as considering the oils and their properties, has been huge. Best part about this is that you don't need to be a chemist, you don't need to be great at science. I'm certainly not that good at science. It's practical, useful, interesting, and it is going to make a massive difference to any essential oil product or blend that you make. There also is an optional aromatherapy massage module. You don't need to do this. So if you already have massage, you might opt not to do it. But in this module, you'll learn a full body aromatherapy massage, which is a very popular therapy. And how it works is that you watch a video of each section. You then practice the section and you send me a video of you working on your client. I show you how to do all that inside the course. And then I give you feedback on your video. I say, okay, look, your shoulder a little bit higher up there, so maybe drop them back, or make sure you put a lid on the bottle there so it won't fall over, etc. And my students are finding this really, really helpful. Build your business while you train is another module that is quite unique to my course. I've been through so many courses where I learned a course, I learned the information, and then I'm on my own. And at the beginning, when I first trained, this was very daunting because I had no idea how to market. So I got some business cards and put them around a few shops and didn't get any clients. I'm kind of wondering, God, what's the story there? But in this module, I'm going to show you, first of all, how to use your case studies to build up a client base or increase your client base if you already have one. Your case study clients will become your regular paying clients, and they will also refer their friends, because usually with case studies you put hours of work into them, and then your case studies, a lot of them forevermore, are saying, oh, do you want some more practice? Do you want to practice on me again? Do you need to kind of, you know, I can help you develop your skills, you can practice on me, sort of thing. So you want to get rid of that from the very beginning. So you give them free treatments during the course, but after the course they will be expecting to pay, they'll be happy to pay, and they'll be waiting for you to contact them. And I also look a little bit as well on social media, things you can do while you're doing your course to help you to attract clients. And this is even if you're a complete beginner. So one of my students, Louise, this is very common. She got her diploma, and when she got her diploma, she said to me, the day she got her diploma, she said, great, I'm ready to go now. I have 5 clients waiting, 5 paying clients already booked in. And the thing is that the strategies I teach in this are so simple. So I have some bonuses available with the course, and you may have heard me talking about them over the last couple of weeks. And the reason why I'm offering the bonuses again for a very short time, for 3 days, is because a lot of my students who have recently enrolled have decided that they're going to start the course a bit later in the year, so it means there's some extra places opened up. Lotions and potions, you will learn how to make your own creams, balms, inhalers, deodorants, sanitizers, body scrubs, and so much more that you can use to increase your income by selling to your client. You can use to upgrade your treatments with some amazing products like pain balms, sugar scrubs, etc. And you can also use the products as part of an amazing referral scheme that will encourage your clients to tell their friends about you. And again, as I said before, I know most clients do intend to tell their friends, but life gets in the way and they generally don't. And for anyone who enrolls in the course and pays in full, they will also get a pay in full bonus, which is the beautiful 5-oil facial course, where you learn a natural facelift treatment using 6 signature blends of essential oils for rejuvenation, for acne, and they're also really good for emotional conditions, stress, panic attacks, anxiety, etc. You can upgrade your treatments with a mini 5-oil facial, or you can offer a luxurious 90-minute facial. This treatment is just so popular. My students who have done the course have said that it's one of their best-selling treatments, that clients, when they come in for it for the first time, will nearly always book another session in straight away. So, just so powerful. So you can get, just to recap on that, for the next 3 days, you can get €150 off the course fees, and you can also get the bonuses, the lotions and potions bonus for everyone who enrolls within the next 3 days, and the 5-oil facial, which is an extra for people who pay in full within the next 3 days. So just going to go through a couple of questions about the course, questions people ask. So why is it online? For convenience mainly. Students have no travel, no childcare, they don't need to work out shifts, they don't need to take time off work. And while I was teaching this in person, a lot of people would be asking me, to put it online, or was there any chance they could do it online, because of the convenience. And also the timing is great. You can start whenever it suits you and you can work through the course at your own pace. Some people will finish it in 3 months, as I mentioned earlier. Some people might take a year or longer, and that is absolutely fine. You have lifetime access to the course, so you can refresh whenever you want. So you don't need to do any refresher course or anything like that. So Maggie did the 5-oil facial and she said the online layout is great videos and notes very well put together. Jenny has been absolutely amazing during the whole process. No matter what I've had to email her about, I can't recommend it high enough. Now, as regards asking questions, I always say there is no such thing as a silly question, so I am always going to be at the end of an email or a messenger or whatever, and we have a comments section on the course, so you can ask your questions right in the course. So basically, you're not going to be on your own. I will support you throughout. So, quick summary. We have 8 modules, including the Instant Recipe Finder, where you kind of click on an ailment and up comes your recipes, suggested, optional, alternative suggested oils, carrier oils, contraindications, method of use, etc. Also, build your business while you train, which as far as I know is not done in any other course, so you leave the course with paying clients, whether you're just starting from scratch or whether you're doing it for a while, whether you're a therapist for a while and you want to build up your clientele. Bonus 1 is the Lotions and Potions course, which will help you to create extra income, making custom products for your clients. So you can charge for your products, you can sell your products to your clients, you can upgrade your treatments using the products, and you can also use the products in beautiful reward or referral schemes. Much more exciting than 1 free massage and 6. You have a choice of ABC product or ABC upgrade. It just makes it so much more compelling. So there's also €150 off the course for anyone who books within the next 3 days. There is a pay in full bonus for anyone who pays in full within the next 3 days. That's the 5-oil facial course. Absolutely amazing course, and my students are telling me that is one of their best selling treatments, and that they get a very high rebooking rate with the 5-oil facial. So I have kind of reactivated those bonuses again because a couple of my students who recently enrolled want to start a course later in the year, so there are 3 places left, and while those places are left, you'll be able to grab the discounts if you want to. You can also pay in installments. There are 6 months, 9 months or 12 months available, so you'd actually start a course for as little as €75 a month. If you're worried about studying online, and this is something that a lot of students would wonder about, I find online training is great. I love it as a student myself, and I love it as a teacher. And partly because you start whenever it suits you. You have lifetime access to the course. You study whenever you like. You study wherever you like. So maybe you're going to do a bit of studying while you're on your commute, sitting on the bus or the train or whatever, while you're waiting at the school gate for your child, when you're doing your housework that doesn't actually require your brain. You can be studying away. And lifetime access to the course, so you can refresh whenever you like. And I do take the support really seriously, so I am available whenever you have a question. I will go through obviously all of your work with a fine-tooth comb and give you suggestions if you need them to help you to create the most powerful blends possible. The course is certified and it is insurable in Ireland and internationally. The only insurance company I've been talking to who I am not sure about whether they accept it or not is Brian Mullins, but every other insurance company I've spoken to will accept the course, and as I said, that is in Ireland and is internationally. I have a particular insurance company that I like, that I find them very reasonable and very easy to deal with. That is a company called BGI, so B for Barry, G for Geraldine, I for Irene. Whether or not you're actually interested in this course, I would suggest that you check out BGI for insurance. Save yourself a few bob and say get very good support. So how you get your cert? So first of all, you would complete your modules, you answer your multiple choice questions, you would do your written questions. If you're doing a massage and a facial, you practice your technique, you submit your videos. You complete 60 massage and aromatherapy case studies. If you don't have an anatomy and physiology qualification, you will need to have one in order to get insurance. You can do the anatomy and physiology course alongside the aromatherapy course, and if you need any more information on that, do let me know. And what's next with an aromatherapy certification? You can be self-employed, you can work from home in holistic centres, mobile massage, there's options for nursing homes as well. You can create product lines. I've known quite a few of my students actually who did the aromatherapy course and the lotions and potions course actually went on to specialise in product making. It's great for yoga teachers, baby massage teachers, massage therapists. You can make products for these professionals as well. And you can use essential oils with your other therapies that will really upgrade them. So powerful pain-killing massage blends, beautiful reflexology blends for maybe PMT, for respiratory conditions, etc. There's just so much scope. Using essential oils is absolutely beautiful with Reiki and IET. Essential oils are fantastic with sports massage. So sports massage is a wonderful therapy, and you're adding your pain-killing, anti-inflammatory essential oils, oils that speed up healing, etc., etc. Basically enhances every therapy that you offer. So I promised you an ebook at the end of this class. You can download the ebook on my website. So that is essentialsholistic.com/ebook. I'm going to leave the link just below the video as well. But if you forget the link or you can't find the video or whatever, just drop a question in the Facebook group or send me an email to info@essentialsholistic.com and I'll send you on a copy. So thanks a million for listening. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope you found it helpful. And if you have any questions about any of it, do let me know. Thanks a million. Bye.